If you watch my YouTube channel, you already know how important it is to have as many stress management tools in your proverbial toolbox as possible. And I try to give you ideas so that you can take whatever appeals to you, whatever resonates with you, and make it your own. Today I want to talk to you about journaling, but not just journaling. I've mentioned journaling in my videos before, and some people absolutely enjoy journaling. It can be a great tool for stress management. It can take you out of the hustle and bustle of the day and the stressors and all your responsibilities, and focus your mind, focus you into the here and now. So whether you recap your day, whether you write down your hopes and dreams, whether you write a letter that may not be intended to ever be mailed or sent to anyone. Maybe it's a letter to another person, whether it's a letter to yourself. It could be yourself in the future. It could be yourself from the past, maybe your childhood self. Maybe it's a letter to someone you don't even know or a fictitious person. Your imagination is your best friend here. But the idea is to put pen to paper and write. Get you into that moment of mindfulness, because really you're focusing on the now as you're writing. And it doesn't have to be just pen to paper. Of course, you can do this electronically. You can use your computer or whatever other piece of electronic device that you prefer. Some of you may even dictate your journaling, and that's okay too. But the idea here is to use journaling as a way of giving your mind a break, as a way of giving yourself a break from the stressors and the busyness and the responsibilities. If you choose to put pen to paper or pencil to paper, you may get to practice your penmanship, something that seems to be becoming a lost art. For those of you who still write things down by hand, you may have noticed that maybe your penmanship isn't what it used to be. Well, journaling with actual pen and paper can give you an opportunity to practice your penmanship as a way of relaxing, as a way of de-stressing. So again, this simple act can be such a great tool for effective stress management. Personally, I have realized a long time ago that my penmanship went downhill, if you will, in its quality when I was in college, when I was in undergrad, because this was before everybody had a laptop. This was a time when you weren't necessarily allowed to record lectures. So maybe sometimes people will audio record lectures, and not every professor allowed that. So this was a time when you had to write with furious speed in hopes of getting down the information that you needed to get down from the lecture. And that's how I ruined my penmanship. So when I put pen to paper, that gives me an opportunity to practice for however long. It could be a couple of minutes at a time, but it still gives me a break from the day, from the stressors, from thinking backwards and forwards, and just allows me to have that opportunity to focus on the here and now. But not everybody likes journaling, and I understand that. And maybe practicing your penmanship is not all that exciting. But you know what else you could do? You could do something like learn how to write with a fountain pen. If you've never held a fountain pen or written with one, it's an opportunity for you to learn how to write. And I don't mean scribble, I don't mean messy, but actually I'm talking about nice looking writing with a fountain pen. Or you might be interested in engaging in something like calligraphy, trying calligraphy. There are ways that you can learn calligraphy with workbooks and videos, so the possibilities are endless. But maybe that's something that you could try. And this is just along the lines of writing and journaling, things like that. But whatever you choose, if any of this resonates with you, I invite you to add this to your toolbox of ways to de-stress, ways of dealing with stress in your life so that you can relieve stress or reduce stress, or maybe even get rid of whatever stressor was in your present moment by refocusing on something else, such as journaling or practicing your penmanship or writing letters to whomever, or learning how to do calligraphy, for example. Whatever might resonate with you, if it does, I encourage you to give it a try. Having as many tools as possible for your stress management toolbox is critical, because certain tools will be appropriate for certain situations and will be more well suited for certain moods and certain likes and preferences by you, which can change from day to day and over time. So please think about what might benefit you, whether it's journaling, whether it's writing, whether it's calligraphy, whatever will get you out of that stressed out state and more into a mindful type of focus. I highly encourage that you try it out. If you'd like to learn more about a comprehensive approach to stress management, check out the link below.